Yes, you've seen it. You see the title. Meliodas is officially retarded. And when I mean retarded, I don't mean like his IQ is bad or his battle IQ is bad. I just mean his decision making is bad and his actions is bad in the sense of actually you'll see. So that's what I mean by like him being retarded, because there were just some things he could have done and he just didn't do it just because. I know some of the stuff he does is for plot, but we're not going to let plot save him for being retarded. Stupidity is still stupidity regardless of the situation. So anyways, am going to be doing this off the top of the domer. I do have like 9 things that I want to just point out. This video isn't going to be like in depth or anything fancy. It's just, why didn't he do this instead of that? And that's pretty much it. It's just gonna be a short, easy bang video, preferably like 5-6 minutes long. But anyways, without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Meliodas chose death and not save Elizabeth from like fighting their parents. He chose that, I think it's better to see homegirl die and I die, like a dramatic romance series, instead of, why don't I just activate my true magic real quick and save the both of us so that we can have a happily ever after, and I'll be like the new ruler, I guess. Because if Meliodas just like slaps away the supreme deity and the demon king, then like who's there to literally contest him? Like he could like marry every goddess if he wanted to. Who gonna stop him? A Zalgis? Zalgis couldn't even handle like demon mark Meliodas, who was shaking in his boots. Like who else? None of the commandments are going to do anything. Their endurer can't do anything. It's not like they have any consciousness. So it's like, yeah, he should have used his actual magic. And what's worse is that Broski, like when it came down to like him getting cursed by the demon king and the supreme deity, like he decided, I'm not going to use my true magic to break the curses. I'm just gonna let it be and figure out another way to break the curses, even though I know that the only way to break the curses is to have power equal to or above the gods to break the curses. He had that power underneath his nose the entire time. It's like being locked up when the keys are in your hands. It's like, why don't you just get yourself out of the cage? But no, he decided to keep the keys in his hands, sit in the corner, and start sulking. Why? And then only after 106 Elizabeth die in front of his eyes because of the curse, only then he decided, why don't I just absorb the 10 commandments and become Demon King level? And then I'll be able to break the curses. Little did he know, you still have true magic. Just use it, my G. You don't have to go through all the hassle and make and force your fellow sins and your homegirl to risk their lives just to prevent you from doing something retarded. But I digress. On to the next stupid thing that he doesn't do, which is not using his like soul manipulation abilities, or like pretty much fighting optimally. And this video is going to be more than 5 to 6 minutes long. Unfortunate, but yeah, just why doesn't he use his soul manipulation? Why doesn't he use his Lost Veins clone ability as often that he should? Because like a lot of his fights would have just been GG's if he just used his soul manipulation. Like, I know there was like certain fights that he didn't want to kill the person, but there were some instances where you had to. Example, the Hendrickson fight. If you didn't want to kill him, you could have just like taken out his soul real quick, and just leave him incapacitated. But nah, you'd rather let everybody risk their lives. Some of them died, than do something as simple as death, and then he's like his soul just pops out. And he actually could have done that to a lot of characters. But yeah, he doesn't really fight optimally. And then like with the Lost Vein ability, you know how handy it is to have clones that are pretty much equal to you in physical capabilities, but in the magic sense, they're not really that strong. But it doesn't matter when it comes down to like Meliodas' main magic that he learned from Chandler, Full Counter, which uses virtually zero magic. So it's like you could make like 100 clones of yourself depending on the power level of your magic, and you could get like be a Naruto, for God's sake. Like, don't be shy in using your clones. But he's only really used his clones like 3 times. Yeah, 3 times in the entirety of 7 Deadly Sins / 4 Nights of the Apocalypse verse. Because like he used it once against Galland. He used it again against Fraudrin, and in the Demon King fight, which is 3 times, and then he used it again against Dahlia, so 4 times, and that's it. Mind you, the amount of chapters in 7 Deadly Sins plus 4 Nights, like, it's pushing the 600 chapters. But I digress. The last thing that, well, not the last thing, the second last thing that I want to bring up is that why did Meliodas just not learn Chandler's abilities? Chandler is a mage and also a close combatant, but why didn't he learn any of that? Because if anything, right, he should have like learned from Cusack instead of Chandler then, because Cusack's all about like the swords and mainly fighting physically. Because like, you know how handy it would be if like Meliodas had True Night, learned True Night. He learned how to like make meteors rain down from the heavens. If he learned Absolute Cancel, if he learned Exterminate Ray, if he what else does Broski have? If he learned Crimson Requiem, if he learned pretty much all of Chandler's abilities. I can't name them all. I can't remember them all. Chandler also knows like some illusions abilities. Yet Meliodas never learns that. Like, broski, your master is a mage, and you decided to only learn full counter, my G. Like, don't you think it would have been like handy if like he creates multiple clones and them shooting like magic attacks at that, and then the other clones be full countering and shit, making it stronger? Like, it would have gone dumb crazy, but nah, Broski just decided to only use that and nothing else. I digress. And the last thing that I wanted to point out of him being like stupid is that when Arthur presented himself for you to like deal with him in chapter I believe 70 something, yeah, you know, like 77 or 78 or whatever, and like you didn't fight him the way you should have. Like, you should have like bodied him. I know, of course, he didn't do it because plot, but again, we can't use plot to save his stupidity, because it's still stupid. Like, he knows how threatening Arthur is. He saw Arthur rewrite like reality on accident, on a whim. Yet you're telling me this clown, this bum of a character, decided to, I'm just going to stay in base and just square up with Arthur, not wanting to like give him a banking like he did to Escanor, until Escanor could control himself. Nah. Broski suppressed himself, whether it's subconsciously or not. He suppressed himself because of the mental nerf and just stalled out the fight until Lancelot came, gave Arthur the spanking of his life. And then like Arthur's like, yeah, you're not even, you're not Meliodas' level though. And then we later see like base Meliodas, once he thought that Lancelot was in danger from Chaos Arthur. And we see Broski like squaring up with Chaos Arthur, blocking, reacting, whilst in base. And it's like, if you have that type of power, my G, why aren't you using it optimally? You have, like, your son almost died by this man, yet you're still trying to defend him. This guy wants to murk the entire race. Like, he's a threat, yet you're letting him live. And we're in this predicament currently in Four Knights of the Apocalypse because Meliodas didn't make the right decision and take Arthur out, or just knock him out, or separate him from Chaos, like you said you could have done 16 years ago, well 18 years ago now. So yeah, and obviously there is a lot of stupid shit that Meliodas does, and I'm not gonna go over it. This was just meant to be like a short video of me rambling and ranting and yapping about like some of the stupid things that Meliodas did. And on God, if I were to go over Four Knights of the Apocalypse and Seven Deadly Sins, I could probably find another like 20 more things that Meliodas should have done but just didn't do, or could have done but just didn't do. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Video is a little bit longer than what I wanted, but it is what it is. Also, I am opening another YouTube channel where I'll be pretty much doing reaction videos on Four Knights of the Apocalypse and certain fights, manga wise fights, like reviewing certain fights, like Gojo versus Sukuna on that channel, and reading Can't Fear Your Own World on that channel. And I'll also be uploading deleted content that was on the main channel and uploaded on that channel. It's just content that I either disagreed with, or I noticed I missed some things, like my Asta versus Meliodas video. I missed some things for Asta, and I also missed some things for Meliodas. And Asta was getting like new stuff at the time, so I just deleted the video, even though I made over 500 watch hours. Sacrifices had to be made. Anyways, if those of you that want to watch my mistakes and things that I just find cringe or I just disagree with, it will be on that channel. The avatar will be pretty much the same, but he'll have white bandages, and I'll be called Buddha Ignil once again. But yeah, that's all for this video. Till next time, peace.